that's just because the developers learned how to program for it faster. I like the achievement system. It's really cool. And the Xbox store has a lot of really cool things. Like, well, shoot, I'm never able to think of the games that I'm thinking of, but they're cool. Well, the negatives, on the other hand, way outweigh the positives for this one, in my opinion. And that would be the red ring of death is always possible. I've heard of it even happening with these Slims. Highest failure rate this generation out of any console. That's no surprise. Xbox Live Gold is not worth $60 a year. I already mentioned this. I didn't mention the PS3 Yellow Light death, but I do believe it happens less often even than the 360 Red Rings of death. And backwards compatibility is a joke on that fucking thing. Well, first of all, you have to have a hard drive even in it to get the backwards compatibility. Why, may I ask, Microsoft? There's 4 gigabytes right there on that system that I use solely for game saves. I'm not putting any fucking DLC or anything on there. Why can't I play, say, Halo 2 with my fucking 360? Well, because you don't have a hard drive. And even then, most games aren't even going to work on it. What the fuck? The Xbox dashboard is a clusterfuck of ads. And, again, the console updates. That fucking shit, every time it happens, I go pick something else up, and I'm uninterested by the time it's done updating. It just puts me off playing the console. And lastly, for 7th generation consoles, let's discuss El Nintendo Wii. Okay, this is an interesting, very interesting console. Got it on launch, and it's probably got, no, not probably, I know it's gotten more of my money than Xbox and PS3 have gotten, simply because of the amount of games I've gotten for it. And pretty much all of them are first-party Nintendo games. No surprise. No, I did not get Wii Fit, or fucking Wii Music, or fucking Wii Suck a Dick. No, I didn't get games like that. I got games like Xenoblade Chronicles, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Zelda Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. But games like that, and this console gets so much bashing for pretty much how old people went out and fucking got the thing, because it was the big fucking thing in 2007 and 2008, and everybody wanted one. And fucking strippers and shit, and I don't know. I don't even know why I mentioned strippers then, but I don't know, I thought of like those gaming girls and shit that just put a fucking controller in front of their boobs or something and say, I'm a gamer girl. Whatever. But yeah. Good console. Many haters of this console in particular, they like to say, Nintendo's are for kids. There's no good games. Here's an example of why Nintendo hasn't been about, or hasn't been only for kids in such a long time, or not a long time, quite a long time. Right here is, count 'em, 6 Resident Evil games on the GameCube. 6 Resident Evil games on the GameCube. That is a lot of Resident Evil on the GameCube. And, I mean, that's funny because, I mean, last generation people considered the GameCube, like with Pikmin and all that, to just be some happy little console for kids and not really anything else. But, well, if you look past that, you'll find great things for everyone. I mean, yeah, Pikmin 3, when it comes out, that's of course for everyone. In any Mario game. But you're also going to have shit like this. Yeah, Capcom published that. But, well, Capcom supports anything that'll make money. So, well, that's right up Capcom's alley then. Considering that's all they care about. So, yeah, great first-party Nintendo titles. In the Wii Online store, the Virtual Console has a lot too. Say someone like me who has never played a Neo Geo before goes and purchases some of those games. Ooh, that's just more incentive to go and get a Neo Geo AES for fucking $700 or something fucking dollars. I really like how it's small and just uses SD cards. I know most people like the hard drives and shit, but, like, dude, seriously, if I just get a 128 gigabyte SD card, and when Wii U comes out, just put it in that thing, I'll be set. I mean, I know I don't do a lot of DLC and shit, so that should be fine. And yeah, another great thing about Nintendo is that their online is free. And granted, it isn't that great. And I know because I've done more online on this baby than I have on my other 2 consoles. And that's because it's free. Now, I didn't have PS3 until a couple of days ago, so you can't really give it to me on that. So, yeah. Excellent console. And what did I play online? Oh, Mario Kart, of course. And GoldenEye 007. And that's about it, because everything else was pretty much, well, I hear that, a couple other games that are good. The Conduit by Sega. Though I don't know. Oh boy. Oh yeah. This thing has more shovelware than any other console in probably the planet. I mean, fucking shovelware on it. And don't get me started on how fanboys diss it for that, simply because of standard definition. Standard definition isn't a reason to not play something. It's just a definition. Well, it's not gonna look as great, but shit. NES don't look a fucking like. Yeah, you get what I mean. It's still fun. I can sit down and play fucking Metal Storm on NES any day. Shit's fun. Now, let's move on to 8th generation. This is the only thing, of course, I have as 8th generation. And It's definitely done well for me. I've got 9 games for it. Best one is Resident Evil Revelations. Number 2, it'd be one of the RPGs. I'm almost thinking Tales of the Abyss right now, but I haven't played through enough of it to decide whether it is or not yet, because I've never played through the whole game before. I'm on my first playthrough of it, so it's still really good. I don't want to really count Ocarina of Time, because that was a 64 game. And a lot of people say Mario 3D or Mario Kart, but as much as I loved them, I wouldn't say that they were the best games on the hardware. So, I like Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 3D, except for the fact that its 3D sucked a whole lot, and I mean sucked by not being there, pretty much. And the 3D for this thing, it seems to be a person-to-person experience. Like, I love the 3D. I use it on every game on full blast. But with other people, they say, oh, I only like it on this game or this game. Some people don't even like it on at all. Say, hey, I just love how good the graphics are without that stuff on. And I can understand that, because there are times, like in Resident Evil Revelations, for example, when the frame rate takes a dive because of the 3D, but, well, that's the sacrifice that 3D kind of has at the moment. And that's really going to be any way. Like with a 3D TV, you're going to see that also. Playing 3D game on PS3, you're going to see that. So, and besides that, the only downsides that I own in this thing is these little lines here on the side kind of scratch the screen right there and there. So, it's kind of a defect. I bet you it'll be cleared up with new 3DS XL. And that's about it. I really like, well, one other thing we should mention. Since I don't have a PlayStation Vita, I'm not gonna go over one, but not having an SD card slot for your memory is a dumb fucking idea, especially when your competitor does. Instead, Sony's just gonna fucking overcharge people for, here, they're gonna say, here's a $40 fucking memory card, and it's actually going to, have less than a quarter of the space it should on it, probably. Because if you spent the same price on an SD card, you'd get like 10 times more. Fucking Sony, sometimes. So yeah, either they drop that shit and the price on the Vita, or I'm not fucking getting one. And yep, that's my review on this console generation. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Super North out.